Sorted. Real energy I provide, pick a side. You could get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. A shot could dot your face like a freckle to split divide. You could get maxed out, pull your card and you get denied. Forget your pride from when childhood friends in the picture died. Had us questioning God, feeling like the scriptures lied. Taught me how to face my fears while many be quick to hide. Taught me life is a bitch, so I'm giving her dick to ride. Yeah, cause everybody hop on dick when the pay is right. Show 'em it's hard to fuck with me like pussy that be staying tight. Make another nigga bitch wanna stay tonight. It won't pump up my ego though, cause this is every day and night. Yeah, it's every night and day. A lot of rappers, actors, fuck writing the rap, write a play. It's going down now, I'm on my way up. In my elevator, bitch is aggressive. Salon's fighting Jay. Little paper can get you smoked like lighter J. Name moving through the streets like it got the right of way. Haters make it threats, but don't like to do what they like to say. I'm paranoid, I keep it close. I'm thinking niggas might today. One in their head can change a sucker mindset from fight to prey. If you tryna stunt, I'm tryna hunt, I'm tryna bite the prey. Upper hand like up it at you, yelling, put the knife away. If niggas tryna triple, then I'm something like a flight delay. What? Yeah, they don't know who they fucking with, like tongue kissing that girl right after I had her sucking it. I shit on competition, and up to their neck they stuck in it. Cause when I shoot my shot, ain't no dodging that shit or ducking it. Get you clapped like stripping ass with a buck in it. Used to suckers telling and taking they telling, tucking it. Stay away from me, cause you niggas got bad luck and shit. And anytime you see me chasing chicken, know I'm plucking it, pussy.
Yo, what's good? It look like I got some kind of lag here for some reason, man. So that's the case, bear with me, man. Is it lagging on y'all side, man? I seen lunatic in the field, man. Yeah, that look a little bit better, man. Look like I'm moving a little bit faster, man. Um, what's good, YouTube, man? I'm having some reception issues right now, man. So y'all just bear with me, man. StreamYard tends to get funny with you guys, man. Whatever reason. But anyway, um, it's Dialogue Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm think I just go live a little bit, chop it up with y'all a little bit about what's happening around here, what's going on. Chop it up with y'all about what's going on around here, around the league, and some other shit. Um, we're gonna start with the Raiders though, man. Of course, look, it just seemed like it's a dishonor, man. And I said this before, like it was a dishonor, man. You know what I'm saying, for motherfuckers to be even suggesting that Maxx Crosby, you know what I'm saying, be traded from the get go. You know what I mean? I think that trade, I think it's karma, man. Like I really believe in karma. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that, I mean, if there's such thing as a game god, just wouldn't allow it, man. You know what I mean? That was a business transaction that had no business going down to begin with. You know what I mean? Maxx Crosby, for one, don't belong on no other team but the Raiders. Period. You know what I mean? I want to clarify something before I go forward. Because in my last broadcast, my last rant, I had said that Maxx Crosby was was the last of the Oakland Raiders on our roster right now. I was actually wrong. Colton Miller is also one of two remaining Oakland Raiders that's on the roster. Colton Miller was also drafted before the team came to Las Vegas, man. So shout out to Coach Miller, man. You know what I'm saying, for still being a factor after all these years too, man. You know, it's good to have, you know, they have our I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you know, everybody and their mama talk about the rate, talk about Maxx Crosby getting traded, especially after our free agent pickup. Why? Nobody want to see nobody want to see Maxx Crosby playing with the kind of motherfuckers we like. They hate to see Maxx Crosby. They hate to see the Raiders with a cap motherfucker like Maxx Crosby on the Raiders, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say, well, he belong on with the Ravens. Come on, man. These niggas, man. The Ravens didn't had all kind of style defense throughout the year, man. Like, you know, that niggas had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. I think they won the championship, them dudes, though. But the Ravens always had a stout defense, man. And like, they not a Maxx Crosby away from a motherfucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, they issues didn't come from the defense when they choked. It came from lack of offensive proficiency, man. Lamar Jackson just not being able to show up when it's time to show up. That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So they hate to see that. Niggas talking about he about to get traded to the Cowboys. I mean, he ain't gonna win the championship with them either. That's another team that has spent billions of dollars on players over the years and rosters over the years and couldn't do nothing with it. You know what I mean? The Cowboys is like the they like the Chargers of the South, man. They like the Texas Chargers, man. You know what I'm saying? They have a raw ass roster and can't do nothing with it. Just like the Chargers, man. Throughout the years, they have, man. They didn't have. I'm talking about LaDainian Thompson, Tony Gonzalez, motherfucking. I mean, I'm just saying, like this. Look at the squad they got now. Can't do nothing with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can kill that talk, man. You know, Maxx Crosby, the bottom line, he doesn't belong on any of them other teams, man. Period. You know what I mean? He belongs here as a Raider. I'm glad he's here. You know what I mean? I'm glad that shit didn't go down. I'm glad they reneged on their deal. You know what I'm saying? We snatched Linderbaum from. You know, we needed a center. We got a center. You know what I'm saying? So now Ashton Genty can act his thing, man. I can't wait to see Max, man. Max with this is how I feel like it's gonna go. I feel like it's gonna be in that 4-3. I feel like the ends gonna be Mad Max on one end, Woody Pay on the other. Now people are suggesting that Malcolm Kuntz is going to play the other DN spot, but honestly, I mean, I'm kind of intrigued to see what he'll look like as a linebacker, but I have no faith in Malcolm Kuntz as a defensive end. You know what I'm saying? He makes some plays here and there, but shit, Tyree Wilson has showed up for it. Now I'd rather see Tyree Wilson get that spot to him. You know what I'm saying? Tyree Wilson has been like making more plays than him. Like I'm just good on Malcolm Kuntz, man. We need to cut his ass, man, and free up some space. You know what I mean? We need a motherfucking nose tackle and defensive tackles. We need some help on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that 4-3 defense switch up, helps the team do better against the run. That's what I'm hoping, that it helps the team do better against the run, because this team is being shitty against the run, man. But I just can't wait to see this defense this year, man. I can't wait to see how Max play with Pay, Wade Walker, the Kobe Dean. I want to see how Johnson, like, we ain't had a good nickel slot since what's the name left, man. You know what I mean? We ain't had a good nickel back since old boy left. But I'm glad to have Max back to play with the guys that we got, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be epic. Um, they keep talking about a wide receiver one. I don't know. I mean, we got some. I mean, it's time to see what Thornton can do. We're trying to see what the all these dudes that we pumped up last year with Bish and Thornton. I mean, we got to see in year two what they do. Maybe they shock the league. You know what I mean? Um, but I think Mendoza go ball out. I really think Mendoza go ball out, man. That offensive line ain't gonna be no joke this year, man. With like, especially that left side. That left side of the line, man, is sold up. With Linderbaum in the middle, JPJ, you know what I'm saying, at left guard, and Colton Miller on the blind side. We'll see with DJ Glaze and them how they hold up on that right side, or if we address that in the draft, or you know what I'm saying, maybe they show up. You know what I mean? I'm seeing some post people talking about Glaze, um, franchise tackle. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It didn't show last year, man. You know what I mean? But I think Ashton Genty gonna be 1,000-yard rusher this year at least. You know what I mean? Um, I like the pickup of Gordon Hayward. You know what I'm saying? I like a fullback tight end, man. That can, what it give me vibes of? It give me vibes of Aaron Hernandez. Remember how the Patriots used to use him? You know what I'm saying? In that backfield as running back, when he had him and Gronk, like you couldn't stop them two niggas together, man. Um, with Brock Bowers and a motherfucker like that, with Michael Mayer, you can go 13 personnel all day. You know what I'm saying? You can go 13 personnel. You can go 5 wides right now. You can do all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Neller might show it. Even after we got Neller, motherfuckers still talking about getting another receiver. All them dudes ain't gonna be seeing playing time, man. Like, we need to spend our money on positions that we need to spend it on. I'm talking about on real needs. Receiver, I don't think receiver is a priority. Like right now, based on what we got, I don't see it as a priority no more. You know what I mean? I think we made what we got in that room, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, shit, man, I didn't see the Raiders do way better with less, man. You know what I'm saying? But then we had Derek Carr, you know what I mean? But if Kubiak is good as he say he is, you know what I mean? This is what I want to address. What the fuck are we talking about spending? Why do we keep talking? Like, we don't need another quarterback on our roster, man. We don't need to waste no more money on another quarterback. We don't. We don't need to waste no more money on another quarterback. You know what I mean? Aiden O'Connell and Mendoza, I'm telling you, it's gonna prove to be enough. You know what I mean? It's a waste of money to go after so we gonna sign a motherfucker. Let's say they sign Flacco like they speculating that we might. Flacco at his age, he ain't trying to come in and be no journeyman. He want to compete for a spot. You know what I mean? So let's say that we sign this motherfucker. Training camp come around, preseason come around. Mendoza ball out, Aiden O'Connell ball out. It's gonna make a motherfucker you just gave all that money to irrelevant. Now it's another motherfucker on a dead cap space because you done wasted money. You know what I'm saying? Let's spend that money on the right side of the offensive line and in the interior of the defensive line and cornerback. I think we do need another cornerback. But we can address all of those in the draft. But I'm saying if we want to spend money on other free agents, nah, man. We can't keep punking the game, man. Ain't no, ain't no, all this ain't no successful teams, man, doing the bullshit we be doing, especially at the quarterback position. We need hella different quarterbacks. I mean, look, the Chiefs had Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes. They had Alex Smith starting and they had Patrick Mahomes backing him up. You had Peyton Manning starting behind somebody. Then when he was the well, who you had behind Peyton Manning for the longest? Sorgi. You had behind John Elway for the longest. Gary Kubiak. You know what I'm saying? I get now you may need 3 quarterbacks on a roster, but you're talking about, but we're talking about starter, backup, scout team quarterback, right? If you sign a Joe Flacco, who's going? You're not about to put Aiden O'Connell on scout team. No, you're not. Aiden O'Connell, man. Look, I'm making a prediction here. I think Aiden O'Connell is about to act the ass with that kind of offensive line we got and those kind of weapons. You know what I'm saying? I think we're about to see some, you know what I mean, that I think y'all just watch what we see out of ALC, man. I'm not saying he gonna beat out Mendoza, but I'm just saying he's gonna make any talk of another quarterback obsolete. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another Matt Flynn type situation, man. You know what I'm saying? We do need another running back. You know what I'm saying? We need, you know, whether we address that in the, you know, we likely to address that in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Which would be good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought we was going after Kenneth Walker. I don't know how we let the Chiefs get him. I would have loved to see Kenneth Walker and Genty back there. I think that would have been a super power move, man, to get Walker back there. I mean, if we do that thing, man, you know, but then again, Maxx Crosby, maybe that was the plan. You know what I'm saying? And being that the Ravens did what they did, maybe that fucked up. Maybe that fucked up. So, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I wouldn't mind seeing Jamal Adams and Devin White come back in that defense. I think Jamal Adams and Devin White coming back, putting Jamal Adams back there, let him play in his natural position at safety. You know what I mean? Just like, I mean, he a veteran, just like Charles Woodson. He had Charles Woodson caliber, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All of the veterans, Patrick Peterson and all of them, when they get to that point where they might not be the young niggas that they used to be, but they still good enough to ball out, they put them at safety. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Adams always been at safety. Let him go back to that. You know what I'm saying? You know, another spectacular blitzer, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that nigga, I love seeing him blitz. I love seeing Jamal Adams around the line of scrimmage, man. Devin Bush, you know what I'm saying? Add them into the equation of what we got now. I'm telling you, that is a superb motherfucking defense. I got a curveball topic I want to throw at y'all. No, it ain't being talked about that much, but I'm not gonna lose. I mean, it's been on my mind for a minute. You know what I mean? Henry Ruggs is about to get out, man. You know what I mean? He's already, you know what I mean? Like, he's already been, it's well known that he's been training and conditioning, you know what I mean? You know, on his way back to society. It's kind of a mixed bag on whether, you know what I'm saying, the nation wants him back. But honestly, and this is just me being a Raider for as long as I've been a Raider. If Al Davis was alive, you know, the first day that the Raiders would be eligible to evaluate a motherfucker like Henry Ruggs, Al Davis, man, would have that nigga in there, you know what I mean, quick to the motherfucker to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? You know, bring him in, See what he can do in training camp and preseason. You know what I'm saying? For sure, he's going to sign you know what I'm saying, like a contract that's team friendly. You know what I'm saying? That gives them a way out if he's either not the port or you know what I'm saying, or if it's any regressions. You know what I mean? If we can sign motherfuckers like all this. Look, the Raiders are the team that's notorious for signing criminals, man. Badasses that's raw that nobody else seemed to want. You know what I'm saying? We won championships with some type of motherfuckers, man. That's why John Madden is John Madden, for playing with thugs. Tom Flores playing with straight motherfucking thugs, man. The Soul Patrol and the likes of that. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a dude who never had an issue with the law prior to that situation. You know what I'm saying? Made a terrible decision, man. A young woman and her animal lost their lives. It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did his time though. He didn't make no excuses, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if this the land of opportunity, like they say, it seems to be a land of opportunity when it comes to everyone else when they fuck up. But well, you frown your eyebrows up at him. Check this out. Most of you motherfuckers that frown your eyebrows up, frowning your face up at Henry Ruggs, it's the same son of a bitches, man, that voted Trump in office. Y'all have no credibility with me. If y'all can vote a motherfucker in the office doing the shit that is doing the shit that Trump is doing, and with his pedigree, with all the shit you know about Trump, I don't even want to hear what you got to say about a motherfucker. Like, you can't play the moral card with me, man. We're the Raiders, man. We sign them type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? If Henry Ruggs can still stretch that field the way he could, and we already know he got spectacular hands. If he's still Henry Ruggs, and he's still young too, the nigga only be 26, 27 years old. You know what I'm saying? Still young as fuck. You know what I mean? A lot of tread on the tires, a lot of meat on young tires still, man. If he's still Henry Ruggs, man, that's a Raider move, man. I mean, that's us. You don't want to be somebody go pick up Henry Ruggs, man. Somebody go give him a shot. I'm not trying to hear all this high road ass shit that y'all on, man. This is football. The objective is to put a winning team on a fucking field. You same motherfuckers that talking about y'all don't want Henry Ruggs on the team. Y'all the same dudes that was still spreading content talking about trade Maxx Crosby, even after Maxx Crosby said he didn't want to be traded. Honestly, if he did ask for a trade, it was probably because motherfuckers kept talking about trade. Fuck it. Y'all want to keep talking about trade. Y'all want to keep back. Fuck it. I'll go elsewhere. It didn't work out. Now these same motherfuckers glad to have him back. Right? You still got motherfuckers talking about Maxx Crosby go get traded. Even though the nigga said he want to be a Raider for life. His money next year is guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Look. The point I'm getting at here, man, is that we need to give Henry Ruggs another shot, man. You know what I mean? To finish what he started with us, man. You know what I mean? We drafted that dude. I don't want to see nobody we drafted, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's still good enough to play, man. You know what I mean? We done lost too many good motherfuckers, man, who we drafted and watch some other team benefit, man, from motherfuckers. Like right now, we have a playoff caliber squad right now, man. We need all the fucking weapons we can get. We need to stockpile. If we go stockpile on receivers, man, a motherfucker like Henry Ruggs, man, can easily come in camp, man. Just imagine for once. Ruggs, Trey Tucker. Yeah, you got Miller now. Miller, either Besh or Thornton. You can go 5 or 6 wides with Brock Bowers, right? Imagine that. That'll overwhelm a defense. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a motherfucker like Ashton Genty, man, who's superb at coming out the backfield on them wheel routes. Like he is a superb receiver, man. Like when you got a running back like Genty that can do the shit he can do with the ball and he can catch too with the kind of receiver. Just imagine having all that, man. We don't need nothing. We like shit. That roster is like I don't give a fuck. Ain't no squad in the AFC West better than that roster right there. Would be better than that roster right now. If you look at the roster that we have now and look at Kansas City, oh, shit. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, man. Excuse me, man. Um, motherfucking phone died on me, man. You know what I mean? Show some patience, man, while I work this shit out, man. But just to finish up this point before I move on to the next segment of this content, just to wrap it up, I was talking about, the potential of having a motherfucker like him roster, man. It'd be good for the Raiders. Fuck all naysayers, man. You know what I mean? The NFL is about winning. It's about putting the best product, man. You know what I'm saying? All that moral high ground that motherfuckers be. Look, man. If Michael Vick can do it, if Michael Vick get, Randy Gregory, you know, Alden Smith. I mean, just we can go down the line where all the motherfuckers that fell law got another chance in the NFL and got second, third, and fourth chances, man. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a dude that never got in trouble with Ray Lewis. Motherfuckers that we talking about a dude who never been in trouble at all with law. I let Alabama kid, man. Ain't never been in shit. Fuck, man. That we drafted him, man. Bring him back. So I talked about Mad Max. Welcome back to Mad Max, man. Even though motherfuckers still talking about trade, I don't know why Raider. This is why I say it's the difference between Raider fans and the Raider Nation. There's a difference. Hey, before I continue, man, my shit is showing that it's lagging a little bit, man. Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me closely? Can y'all hear me out there? Can I get a thumbs up from the audience? You know what I'm saying? If y'all can hear me clearly. You know what I mean? I just hate when motherfuckers try to play that more high ground like that. Like that shit is played, man. You know what I'm saying? All good, all good. Thank you, love. Um, it's about building the best roster, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want good old boys, take your ass to church, man. We talking about gridiron football, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll revisit this shit if the Raiders do anything else, or you know what I'm saying? We got the draft coming up after this. We'll see what's happening. Um, I got something. I want to share with y'all, man. Donald Trump kicked off an illegal war with Iran. And I know some of y'all might say, oh, well, Israel did it. Well, if you know history, the Soviet Israel will not be in existence for the United States government. You know what I'm saying? The United States government is what keeps Israel in business. That's why they play ball, because they're the ones who created that country with Russian converted Jews over there. You know what I'm saying? Let's just connect the dots. Back to the 60s, the 1967 war. The World War II. Just go back and do your homework, right? You know what I'm saying? And connect the dots from then and there. Russian converted Jews over there in Israel. Who is Donald Trump married to? He's married to who? Man, you can't tell me Milan, man. Look, man, I know motherfuckers should say I would tell me that I should probably say allegedly and all. Man, look, man. Oh, man. That's Russian ties right there, man. It's just too obvious at this point. So he kicked off his illegal war with Iran. They went over there and knocked down the Ayatollah. if you are familiar with world history, you know what I'm saying, or just familiar with the world at large, you would know that the Ayatollah is more prominent than a motherfucking Pope. If you think that that's just gonna ride like that, for one, they went over there and completely underestimated Iran. Even though they claim to been keeping tabs on Iran, and all of everybody say United States is the most powerful country in the world, most technological advanced and all that. Okay, if that's the truth, then why are we getting this kind of resistance from Iran then? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to win the battle, then go to war, right? You know what I'm saying? Meaning you go to war when you got your homework done about the other side. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what to attack, right? You know what I mean? I don't care what this media over here saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Outside the shores of the United States, man, you know what I'm saying? It ain't what they saying it is right now, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not rooting against the United, like I'm a United States citizen. I'm from Oakland, California. I love where I come from. But you know what I mean? I'm not feeling the government. I'm not feeling the elected government, man. The elected government doesn't represent me. It doesn't represent my people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna say what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So they went over there and knocked down this dude. They can say what they want to say about that man, but the Ayatollah Khomeini, man, was a very knowledgeable dude, man. He was very fair, and he was a good Muslim, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, not only that, Ayatollah Khomeini, man, Ayatollah Khomeini was a friend of the black man here in America. You know what I'm saying? You know, paid that man pay a lot of homage to us over here, man. I'm talking about us African Americans, man. He's very familiar with our plight that we've had to deal with over here, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they even minted a Malcolm X stamp, I think, generated over there in Iran, man. But I want to show y'all this though. I want to show y'all something real quick, man. You know, this really touched me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like people can say one thing, but you know what I mean. But history says something else. You know what I mean? Check this shit out.
Some black hostages and some female hostages will be released from the American embassy compound. Is that true?
ما آزادی زنها را و آزادی سیاه‌ها را
The freedom of the woman
Man, it's a fact, man. When you get the talking sense and making sense to these people, man, You know what I mean? All kind of bullshit started to happen. But I'm about to run that back again, man. Um, y'all bear with me. You know what I mean? Like they hate to hear the truth, man, but we gonna give it to them anyway. I'll run that back. Pay attention to what this man's saying, like, through, man.
Some black hostages and some female hostages will be released from the American embassy compound. Is that true?
ما آزادی زنها را و آزادی سیاه‌ها را
The freedom of the woman
این
This shit hella weird, man. This shit weird as fuck. It's weird. It's weird as fuck, man. When you get to making shit make sense on this motherfucker, how all of a sudden your reception and shit get the fucking up and all of that, man. Like that's weird, man. That shit weird. It's weird as fuck, man. See, so can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me down there? I mean, the audience. Let me get a thumbs up if y'all can hear me in the audience, man. Okay, it's all good. It's all good, man. When you making it make sense, man, this the type of shit you gotta. This type of shit we go through, man. When you making it make sense, man, all of a sudden, motherfuckers, shit start working. Niggas get kicked out of their own streams and shit like that, man. When you showing this real shit, man. We go keep it rocking. No, I'm gonna try this shit one more time, man. If not, I will come back to it. I'm saying at a later time, man, and show this shit to the people, man. It's very important. You know what I mean? Let's try to show this one more time. One more again, man. One more again. Tell a friend.
That today, perhaps today, some black hostages and some female hostages will be released from the American embassy compound. Is that true?
ما آزادی زنها را و آزادی سیاه‌ها را
The freedom of the woman and blacks will be given.
Shaking my motherfucking head. Shaking my motherfucking head, man. Shaking my motherfucking head, man. Shaking my head, man. Because I'm telling you, man, y'all get a prime example, man. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with my reception. You know what I mean? That shit is purposeful, man. That shit is done on purpose, man. You know what I mean? I spend my money. Like, this is a paid platform. This platform is paid for, man. This shit ain't free. I ain't doing this shit for the free 99. I paid to do the shit that I do on here, this platform, man, and exercise my freedom of speech on this motherfucker. Um, it's on because the video gets stopped at the very same place. Before I even created this live, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, before I created this live, I played that video 3 times in here, man, so I know it'll play all the way through. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you making this make sense, man, that's what you go through. You know what I mean? But in any event, I'm gonna show that if y'all want to watch that, man. If you follow me, on Instagram, it's on my Instagram thing, man. But it was during the Iran Contra scandal. I think in the 80s, during the Iran Contra scandals, when the Iranians kidnapped them hostages, man, the American hostages, you know, Ayatollah Khomeini allowed himself to be interviewed, man, and he released black hostages, man. You know what I'm saying? He spoke on a black plight of black people over here, and he released the black people, all the black hostages, without any ransom. He didn't charge no ransom to the family, but he charged a ransom to all the other families, to them whites and all that. The white folks wouldn't feel in that. They wouldn't feel in that at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if you would have decided to keep the niggas, though, they wouldn't have been happy though. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against Ayatollah Khomeini. I feel like Muhammad Ali felt when he was asked to go to go fight in Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? My injustice come from over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Ayatollah Khomeini, man, was absolutely just at a time, man. He had no obligation to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was really a terrorist, that was the time for him to really act like one. But he was just at that time, man. You know what I mean? He earned my respect for that, man. You know what I'm saying? He showed our people more homage and respect than we get over here, man. Like I'm just saying, these folks they don't want to hear that now. I don't want anybody that's listening to this to construe me as some kind of racist or something, man. Like I ain't no racist or bigot, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a Muslim, you know, racism is forbidden, man. You know, Islam, you know what I'm saying, is made up of every color on the globe. It's not a race on this globe. It's not, you know what I'm saying, doesn't have a multitude of Shahadatain Muslims, man, including whites. I have nothing against whites, man. I got little sisters that's half white. I got other relatives that's half white. I mean, I have nothing against other races. My gripe is against injustice and unjust motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? My gripe is against corrupt politicians and those in so-called power. You know what I'm saying? You know, who make it their business. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, let me just say this. Nobody is talking about the white privileges being displayed here, man, in front of everyone. We have a president in office that is guilty and convicted of 34 felonies. Thumbed his nose at the Congress that prior to that and sold everybody else in this country that the Congress is powerful. It's a felony in a lot of Congress. You'll get locked up and you do all that, man. Trump ain't did nothing but thumb his nose at him and give him the middle finger, man. Out of all these investigations and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Bring COVID into the equation. Yeah, I'm gonna blame COVID. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be a jackass. I'm gonna blame COVID on Trump. Yeah, I can do that. I lost my mama and my grandmama for that shit, man. You know, I'm sour as fuck. I blame Trump for that because he was denied. Because he was disrespectful about that too. When a lot of people lost their family members, man. know what I'm saying? The world was locked down. He still chose to be a jackass at that time. Y'all voted that motherfucker back into office, man. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing he did was gut the government. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who prosecuted, everybody who sought to hold him accountable, he replaced them and planted his own incompetent motherfuckers in those positions. Not so they can do the job correctly, but so they can do his bidding. So they can govern it how he wants them to govern it. You know what I'm saying? He was about to gangster himself a third term. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he don't have the support for that. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't able to do that. So he's doing other things. You know what I'm saying? You know, he exercised one of his executive privileges, man, to go in and use the military to kick off, to go and kidnap a sitting elected president for trumped up reasons, and his wife, kidnap them, bombard their ships, disrespect their country, go and kill a religious cleric, Ayatollah Khomeini, you know what I'm saying, in their country. You know what I'm saying? Israel wouldn't have been able to do that in Iran by themselves. The United States business did that. Israel would not have stood a chance to doing that by itself. You know what I'm saying? You know, they use the United States to do that. You know what I mean? This country, the United States went from a country where it wasn't even safe to be a small head. Now I'm not gonna say their name. I'm gonna do like my nigga Yuck Mouth do. I'm gonna call them. Y'all know who the small heads is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember them signs? No blacks, Jews, or dogs. Y'all remember them signs? Yeah. You know, like it went from a point in time where it wasn't even safe to now they're everywhere. And every branch of government, every branch of power, and what happens when they get in those positions, you know, they start, you know, you start to see true colors, and you start to really see the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of these military actions is going on right now were approved by the sitting Congress, the sitting electorate of this country. Congress didn't approve it. What I'm trying to understand is, how does a sitting governing body of all them Senate and House Democrats and Republicans and whatever are they in there, you know what I mean? How are they going along and not able to hold this dude check with the Constitution when he do this type of shit that's going to cause United States citizens imminent peril abroad when they go in it, like his actions is making it unsafe for people to travel. He talking about making America great again, and he's big business. He has sabotaged the business. He acting like a dude that's going out of office, man, and is trying to destroy the office in the process. That's how he's acting. That's how he's getting there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against Iranians. I don't have nothing against Ayatollah Khomeini. You know what I'm saying? You know, we need to, for those of us that's paying attention, we need to talk about the white privilege that's being in full display here, man. If Barack Obama did even a fraction of what Trump is doing, I think he would have been assassinated by now. If Barack Obama, for example, just how Trump incited some of his top agitators out there to go and march on the Capitol and invade the United States Capitol. Let's say, for example, Barack Obama incited Farrakhan, for example, to go and do a 1 million man march on the Capitol. it would have been a bloodbath. It would have been a massacre. It would have been a massacre. How do you get shot? Then like barely like where your scars at? When Ronald Reagan got shot, that conversation lasted for a long time with his shooter and Ronald Reagan, his recovery and everything. This shit came and went. Like, I mean, hello? Or like, am I the only one? Like, are y'all with me here? Are we seeing the big picture that's going on? I'm just saying, though, you know what I mean? No one seems to get to do this shit except for particular people. That's my problem. I know some people gonna say, "Yeah, I'm a racist." Yeah, I mean, you know, that's usually the response to people when they want to try to shame somebody that's seeing shit for what it is. I don't see none of my people getting away with that type of shit. I don't see none of my people get on. You know what I mean? You know, I know a lot of people, man, who then lost their whole lives behind walls for far less than this man ever did. I done seen people get convicted, locked up, and the key was thrown away for far less than this man has ever did. This man got all kind of felonies: sexual assault, perjury, falsifying documents, tamper with evidence, all kind of shit. Like, I mean, like this dude did everything. Like, he don't even make it secret when he get down with his cover up. He don't even make it a secret when he covering shit up. Look at this Epstein shit. I don't think nobody's in the now that Trump was involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So you get to watch this man just pretty much tamper with evidence. I'm just saying, though, like, let that be one of my people, man. All kind of shit get thrown at him. Let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room in addition to that. Let's talk about him sicking a government agent on U.S. citizens, ICE. Let's talk about him sticking ice on people, man. Got them going around like they street thugs. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about all the murders and shit. Let's talk about how his supporters in a group of people, you know what I'm saying, made an attempt to frame a particular people because of their skin color and put a stigma on them that didn't even belong there. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that stigma he put on them. What is it, Somalians? What was them people over there? I think they're Somalians. Ethiopians, one of them. Well, in Minnesota. Put all them stigmas on them people, accuse them of all that fraud, of all them activities. Come to find out that it was actually a white woman who was a Trump supporter, by the way, you know what I'm saying, that was guilty of committing all the fraud. Let's talk, I mean, like, I know ain't too many people gonna talk about it because a lot of y'all be scared to talk about this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make it a point to make sure that on my platform, I'm raising a voice to it. You know what I'm saying? They can cause my platform to lag and drag and shit. You know what I mean? Tamper with me playing my videos, whatever they want. I'm not tripping on that. I'm gonna talk my shit and I'm gonna talk my truth, man. Period. You know what I mean? Like we gotta wake up, man. We gotta wake up, man. Like, no, this shit is serious, man. It's not getting serious. It is like it is serious. It is detrimental right now, man. You know what I mean? It is dangerous right now. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, you know, and it's just beginning. Like, man, I'm telling you, within the next couple of years, like, look. You know what? I ain't with it. I'm not gonna say too much more on that, man, because I'll fuck around. I'll fuck around and say some shit that probably caused me to get apprehended. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't care. You know what I mean? But um, I'm an activist, man. I'm not really the explicator type. You know what I'm saying? On particular shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna speak my truth on these. I'm gonna speak my truth on these facts. You know what I mean? But when it comes to solutions and shit, you know what I mean? Those things should be given in the field, man. You know what I mean? Y'all need to learn what y'all rights are, man. I need to we need to start focusing on, what we are about to what are we going to do about this type of shit, man. You know what I mean? Um I can't forget that just months ago there was a condemnation on a brother named Paul Birdsong who attempted to reinstitute and rejuvenate and enlist the Black Panther, a newly formed Black Panther Party, into this um, battle that we have going on in our communities across the country. However, the government successfully convinced someone associated with that brand. I believe, I'm saying I believe, this is my belief. It's not fact, it's just a belief, just a thought. It's just a hunch. It's my hunch based on the fact that in this day and age, with all of our young black males killing each other, all our people killing each other out there with guns that we don't create. We don't know gun shops. We don't own no shops and nothing that make switches, and but yet these high weapons constantly finding themselves in our community. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to buy you 10 switches than it is to buy you 10 college books. Let's talk about that. We talking about these youngsters ain't going to school and all that. Schools getting shut down and more guns is getting made, and they getting put right in our communities, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the police who's supposed to be so-called protecting the people in the community. You know what I mean? But they're going around killing people. ICE is a step up from the regular police, man. That's a federal agency, man. You got the federal government going around knocking motherfuckers down like gangbusters, man. If there was any other time in history where it was warranted for a function such as a Black Panther Party or the Lion Party, as they call it, it is now. Those brothers should have supported that man, but yet they want to get caught up in wordplay. They want to get caught up in a little weird ass wordplay. Huey P. Newton didn't always say things that everybody agreed with. Neither did Bobby Seale. Neither did Fred Hampton. Neither did Eldridge Cleaver. Neither did George Jackson. Neither did a lot. They didn't. Their views, opinions, and actions wasn't always popular, but they didn't get condemned. You know what I'm saying? You know, this man, they condemned this man because he said that the Black Panther Party was was not, what did he say? Was not a national, I think he said it was not a nationalist organization. It's an international organization or something like that. He got pushed back. I posted it on my thing, but it was pushed back on some wordplay in that area. In fact, they were saying that the Black Panther Party was not an internationalist party. I mean, whoever came up with that concept, whoever, they're ignorant of history because they did not pay attention to the very actions of Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, and them. Did y'all forget that Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale and them, you know what I'm saying, practice Marxist, Leninist traditions? Do y'all forget that their views, their guidance, the ideas that they embraced were internationalist ideas? Why you think they was passing out the Little Red Book by Mao Zedong, man? Who's a communist? Socialism. Who's a communist? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get more international than that. Y'all forgot about that? How do y'all forget about that? How do y'all forget about that? You know what I mean? At a time like this, when the type of shit that's going down is going down, to have a brand as prominent as the Panthers, to get caught up in such wordplay instead of supporting the brother, a young brother who's taking initiative, is just absurd, man. It don't get more absurd than that. It don't get more bullshit than that, man. You know what I mean? Cats want to talk about he used to be a blood, he used to grip, or you know, he used to be a blood. He had a Malcolm X t-shirt on, and so fucking what? Do y'all forget that the Bloods and Crips was inspired by the Black Panther Party? Did y'all forget that? Did y'all forget that those movements in there, I'm talking about in their original creation, their original function? I think Crips stand for Community Revolution and Progress or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Inspired usually by the Black Panther Party. For those that know that understand the history, from all the OGs I talked to from both sides of that equation. You know what I'm saying? Why would it be a problem with a cat who used to be a blood or a religious dude to be a Black Panther? The Black Panther Party is a black organization. Compared to gang banging, it should be applauded that a person leave a street gang and go and be a part of something like the Black Panther Party or the Lion Party, if that's what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be applauding that. Why is y'all knocking that? Why is y'all on camera running y'all mouth about somebody that's actively in the field with his cohorts? These niggas ain't faking the funk. Them niggas literally out there armed to the tooth, nigga. Like Hippie and Bobby Seale in them was. You pussies is too scared, man. Y'all in y'all house hiding like suckers, man, talking behind a camera about a motherfucker that's in the field being active though. Like I'm just saying, like what the fuck is like this shit gotta stop, man. This shit gotta stop. And y'all always put the blame the youngsters. This is a time where y'all should be applauding the youngsters, man. That's a youngster, nigga. Them dudes, he were the youngsters. They ain't out there drilling each other, man. They out there trying to drill somebody for fucking over their community, man. Y'all turn like I don't hear y'all betting the eye. I don't hear y'all showing this compassion. You know what I'm saying? Against the powers that be. But you show this kind of energy towards someone who wants to stand up, who wants to take a stand against the bullshit. Black folks, understand something. I've made this point numerous of times on numerous platforms and stages. And I'm not just talking to African Americans, so-called African Americans. I'm talking to the Africans as well. There was an institutional program created by this government and other governments of the world to separate us from each other. If for those of you that study history, prior to 1492, you know what I'm saying, it was the black man running the world from the African continent. The best institutes in the world, man, was not England, Germany, Switzerland, United States. No. It was in Africa, Timbuktu, Egypt. It was like, you know what I mean? Mansabusa and like I'm just saying, our people was, you know what I mean, running this shit in truth. You know what I mean? Which made other people jealous. You know what I mean? In order for industrialized slavery to work, they had to turn our people against themselves. Over there and over here. Over there, you know what I mean? Because they got all the precious things that's needed pretty much to govern the world that you can't, you know, the diamonds and all the shit that the Chinese, Russia, United States, all these governments go over there and plunder and been trying to kill Africans off for generations. You know what I mean? Kill off their leaders, inject tyrant ass puppets over there to do their bidding. Then when they become useless, they kill them off and put another one in place. Keep them going against each other, keep them in check, killing each other, focus on themselves while they plunder the land. Right? In addition to that, turn them against us. You know what I'm saying? That's why they come over here thumbing their nose up at us, right? I mean, no, that's trained behavior. Just like we look at them a certain kind of way. Trained behavior, man. We was trained to look at that, look down on it. Remember that little nicknames, African booty scratcher and all that shit. Remember how they used to project Africa as a place where it's just people, it's just one big ass jungle with people in loincloths and shit running around with spears and shit chasing lions and elephants. Why they never talk about the cities, man? It's just as sophisticated as New York City or San Francisco over here. Why they don't talk about that shit? Why they only show you the part that they want you to see? You know what I'm saying? Why do they make it like, that's what I'm saying? I'm making all these points right here, you know what I'm saying? Because this atrocity, this human this human rights violation that was um instituted against people of color, not just people of color, you know what I'm saying? Because some white people got murdered too in the cause for fighting on behalf of black people. You know what I mean? We gotta stop thumbing our nose. Like, I hope y'all Somalians, Ethiopians, Nigerians, whatever part of Africa you come from, I hope y'all understand that when you come to these shores over here, you ain't better than us. You niggas just like us today. You one and the same with us. You ain't better. I don't care what special privileges they give you. You just like us. I hope you understand that. You just like us when you come over here, man. You know what I'm saying? On the other hand, y'all come over here, what y'all should do. Y'all should come over here and try to re-educate us and reacclimate us with a culture that escaped us over 100 years ago. Because y'all bring that with y'all, just like every other race. They come over here from other places of the world, they bring their culture with them. So does Africans. Their culture is our culture. Their culture is our culture. We should be trying to reconnect with that. Do y'all know that Mexicans, Chinese, Italian, Russian, whatever race, all these races has some kind of cultural, business, spiritual tie or connection, even dual citizenship with their native lands, right? Mexican Americans come back and go as they please. Arabs, all that, like, you know what I'm saying? They all have a tie to their culture and their tradition. You know, the only race in the United States that has no tie almost whatsoever to their origins, so-called African Americans, us. Yeah, you gotta catch. Oh, yeah. My people was original over here. Whatever that thing is, that this new trend that motherfuckers jumping on, and all of a sudden everybody's Indian. The original, you know what I'm saying? They ain't African. You know what I mean? They didn't turn you so much yourself. They got you denying where you even come from, man. Were they black? Were they Africans over here before the Mayflower? For sure. For sure. But it wasn't that many. It wasn't that many. And most of you motherfuckers ain't did no kind of real research to ascertain whether or not you in from that. You know what I'm saying? You jumping on a bandwagon. One thing we all know from history, that this government systematically killed off most of the natives. And those that remain gave them small plots of land that, man, shit, they got more than we got. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know what I'm saying, a portion, a reservation. These reservations put together is way smaller than ever been. Why? Because most of these tribes, of all these Native American tribes, most of them have been killed off or extinct, and it ain't too many of them that, if they do still exist around, when you look at them, those are not Negro people. They're not black. I mean, look at them, man. Come on, man. You gonna tell me Geronimo? Like, go to the African continent and show me a motherfucker who look like Geronimo. Or Blackfoot or whatever, like any of these native chiefs, man, like those not Africans. I do know there are people melted into those Indian tribes when they escaped slavery. They were accepted. They were accepted by Native Americans, and they were kidnapped by Native Americans, and they were bought. The Indians bought slaves too. They probably treated them different than a white man, but they bought slaves. Like we went into those tribes. That's just call the shit what it is. Most black people that went in Indian tribes, man, went into them tribes as some kind of form of servitude or asylum. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, it wasn't enough of the original black people over here, you know what I'm saying, to keep some kind of lineage going to the degree that were millions of motherfuckers today talking about the original Americans over here. Come on, man. I ain't buying that. Come from Africa. We come from Africa. Nobody else on this planet look like us, man, but those people over there on the African continent. I don't care if you in Haiti, Brazil, South America. The slave trade, when they start kidnapping slaves, most of them went to South America, Haiti, the Polynesian islands and shit like that. That's where a lot of the slaves went to. That's why you see a lot of dark faces, black faces over there, because those are former slaves. Haiti is poor as it is now because they chose to rise up in a slave revolt and overthrow the French. The French government sued those black Haitians over there. The first time that I ever heard of in world history where the oppressor sues his victim and wins, where the oppressed have to pay reparations to their oppressor because they rose up against him. That's why Haiti is so poor, because they had to pay so much back to the French behind them overthrowing the French. It broke them. They still struggle. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I feel for them people, but those are Africans. Those are African Haitians over there. Those ain't native Haitians. Those African Haitians. They come from Africa. They originate from Africa. Just like all of, like, the only people that look like us is on the African continent. That's where we come from. So the point I'm making here and saying all of this is that we need to stop knocking Africans. Africans need to stop knocking us. We need you Africans to spend more time trying to get to know us and find a way to help us re-embrace a culture that was lost to us, because we're the only race over here, man, that's not reconnected. It has not reconnected with our native land and our native people. They don't want us to unite, because if we unite, you know what that means. You know what it means. When we powerful, man. We run shit. Why you think Jericho Hoof was so scared of us, man? Why you think most of the people were so scared of us and fearful? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when we run shit, we do it right, man. And when we at the top, man, I mean, it's a different program, man. You know what I mean? Don't nobody, like, no, they want it for themselves. We ain't stole none of their history. We ain't fabricated or plagiarized nobody's history, but they plagiarized ours. Then and there, constantly doing it. I'm just saying it's a program to divide us. I mean, and I'm trying to get y'all to see that. You know what I mean? So these movements like the Panthers and any other movements that may spring up from that, man. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't the time for us to be like, we can bicker and talk about our differences, man, in another setting, man. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to resolving a problem, man, we gotta learn how to stay as a united front. We gotta get to that point, man. I'm seeing a lot of Malcolm postings lately on Instagram and shit. That's what Malcolm was talking about. You know what I mean? So that about sums up my lecture today, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, my rant. You know, I've been having this shit on my mind for a minute. You know, we've been talking about it on different platforms and shit. You know what I mean? But not my own. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna talk about it more at different times, man. I'm gonna circle back around to this shit. You know what I mean? But I had to get this shit off my chest, man. You know what I mean? Because this world is really about to become something. It's really, I mean, you can argue we're already at a point of no return, but I'm talking about, huh? It's about to really get ugly, man. It don't have to be that way. It can be reversed. A lot of things can be avoided. You know what I'm saying? To where our fates don't have to be what it's looking like it's heading to. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers gotta grow a pair, stand up, do something. But the best thing our people can do, man, is stop looking at each other like we the fucking enemy. When I'm talking about our people, I ain't talking about African Americans. I'm talking about people of color. Like I want our people to have the same camaraderie and union, like you know what I mean, that every other race have. These other races, like every race on earth, got some kind of infight within itself. The Chinese are notorious throughout history for their internal wars over there in China. I mean, and I'm not one of these dashiki wearing ass Pan African ass dudes. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm gonna go even further. In the history of mankind, there's never been no such thing as Pan Africanism. Pan Africanism is an idea. It is not a fact or reality. It's never happened. You go look at the history of Africa. African tribes went to war against each other. That's etched in stone. Just like every other people, just like the Italians, just like the Native Americans who Indian tribes went to war against each other. It's like people everywhere. Ain't nobody all just kumbaya with each other. But when it comes to a common cause, them people come together. It's a us against them. Okay, you may be my foe, and the other day, say, you know what I'm saying? We got a common foe. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I can't stand your motherfucking ass, you know what I'm saying? My brother any day over these motherfuckers. I don't know who they are. Yeah, that's how you look at us for sure. That's as they should. We the only people can't seem to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, wake the fuck up, man. You know, it's time for us to start making alliance. I'm saying as a people. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot more than one person or a group of people to, you know what I mean, to implement this type of thing. You know, it has to be a program. It has to be re-education, man. A lot of the shit that we grew up learning and being taught was bullshit, man. You know what I mean? You gotta it's time for re-education, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can really see what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my word of the day. Re-education. That's what time it is. You know what I mean? But having said that, for the moment, I'm gonna conclude this. Thank y'all for tapping in with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe to your guy, Maxx Crosby, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, let me know what y'all think about the anything that I said or anything that's going on, man. You know what I mean? Thank you to everyone that has subscribed to the channel, everyone who has been buying the Ghost Lean t-shirts that are online. Um, it's really been, that's been fucking with me though. Shout out to Yuck Mouth, shout out to Shaniqua, shout out Kev Mack, shout out to my brother Keith Sherman, man, Crowded Music Streaming. You know what I mean? Um, Shout out to my love Anaya Ascari. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mob, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's been fucking with it. Man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all, I told y'all from the jump, man. You know what I mean? This is a movement. You know what I mean? We go keep this shit going, man. Period. Let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to start about I want to get these panels kicked off too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be up here just giving a rant spiel all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tap in. You know what I mean? We can open a panel up here. You know what I'm saying? And have these discussions, man. So expect them in the near future. I got some people who I've been talking to. You know what I mean? Who agreed to come onto the platform and have some discussion. So y'all stay tapped in, man. Y'all see me going live, man, because in the near future, y'all may very well see them up here with me. You know what I mean? To really kick this off, man. We ain't holding back, man. We ain't about to be up here on no pity pat ass shit, man. We really gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't just up here just to talk about it. You know what I mean? We trying to make this shit translate from the platform to the communities to those near us. You know what I'm saying? When you in these type of dialogues, you gotta take it back, man, and institute it with those whom you can reach. You know what I mean? I'll leave y'all with this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this one thing right here. A lot of people use the slogan, each one teach one. I hear that a lot. Each one teach one, right? Probably heard it a lot. But the thing about it, each one is not capable of teaching one. And what is such a one teaching the other? A lot of the shit that we're teaching each other around here is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Re-educate yourself. Learn something. Learn the truth. Learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Then from there, it ain't each one teach one. It's reach one teach one. The difference is in the action, the reaching out. You know how many motherfuckers got a lot of this up here and they just sit back. They got a lot of knowledge, right? But they sit back saying, y'all dumb little motherfucker. I'm a black nationalist. I'm this, I'm this, that, the third. I'm this, I'm this hotep ass nigga. But yet, all that knowledge in your brain, you ain't even passing it along. You's a fucking hypocrite. You the worst of the worst because you know better. And you choose to still do ignorant shit. That's the difference between knowledge and intelligence. Everybody has knowledge. Knowledge is taking in information, whether you want it or not. You're taking in information, right? Intelligence is the ability to take that information out of your brain and give it real life, meaning the ability to apply it. That's what intelligence is. Then once you start applying it, once you get good at it, once you get real effective when it comes second nature, once you understand the nuances of what works, what doesn't work along that intelligent practice, you know what I mean? That's where the wisdom comes in at. Because now you know Not just that don't work. Now you know why it doesn't work. Why it will work. What are the alternatives based on an educated history, based on educated practice and thought? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not enough just to have a bunch of knowledge, my nigga. You gotta make it be of use to others, man. That's what keep your legacy going. That's what keep you alive. Because when you educate somebody, you are immortalized with that person. Because however they use it, especially if they use it in the right way, you know what I'm saying? It's forever to your credit with the Most High, and karma will come right around and bless you for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Two of the many things that people don't forget. They don't forget an injury, and they don't forget who they first learned something with or who they first learned something from. So what are you teaching the people? Are you teaching them something that's going to give them life, or are you teaching them something that's going to cause them destruction, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, fuck you dudes, man, who just sit back with y'all knowledge, wag the finger at motherfuckers for being ignorant, but you ain't making no attempt, you know what I'm saying, to affect change, man. You ain't even affecting no change for yourself, because what you know, if you have the solution, it can't be accomplished with one person. It takes a multitude. And you two uncredible, probably hypocritical or egotistical, you know what I'm saying, to come out of your motherfucker, to come off your high horse, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you want credit. You want to just, like, you want the label. You don't want to put the work in. But you want to talk about everybody else. I'm not talking about nobody specific. I'm talking to quite a few motherfuckers. I'm talking to a specific conduct of individuals. So when you see, or if you know individuals who fall within the category of motherfuckers I'm talking about, yeah, I'm talking about them. I don't have to say no names. It's the type of person I'm describing that had fit on the head of several motherfuckers, of a lot of people I know and people who I don't know, and hope I don't ever get to meet. I'm here to grow with people, man. I ain't here to go backwards, man. I'm here to grow, forward progress, man. You know what I mean? So, having said that, man, I'm out of here. I got some business to attend to. I got some family matters to attend to. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Cop your Ghost Regime t-shirt, man. You know what I'm saying? Any donations anybody got for the podcast, the Cash App is on the ticker, Ascari, Mike, or PayPal. You know what I'm saying? grlife3100@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? TikTok. At Ascari, you know what I'm saying? AKA the Ghost Regime Network podcast channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So salute to y'all, man. Why this motherfucker?
Sorted. Real energy I provide, pick a side. You could get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. A shot could dot your face like a freckle to split divide. You could get maxed out, pull your card and you get denied. Forget your pride from when childhood friends in the picture died. Had us questioning God, feeling like the scriptures lie. Taught me how to face my fears while many be quick to hide. Taught me life is a bitch, so I'm giving her dick to ride. Yeah, cause everybody hop on dick when the play is right. Show them it's hard to fuck with me like pussy that be staying tight. Make another nigga bitch wanna stay tonight. It won't pump up my ego though, cause this is every day and night. Yeah, it's every night and day. A lot of rappers actors fuck writing the rap, write a play. It's going down. down, now I'm on my way up. In my elevator, bitch is aggressive. Salon's fighting Jay. Little paper can get you smoked like lighter J. Name moving through the streets like it got the right of way. Haters make it breast, but don't like to do what they like to say. I'm paranoid, I keep it close. I'm thinking niggas might today. One in their head can change a sucker mindset from fight to pray. If you tryna stunt, I'm tryna hunt, I'm tryna bite the prey. Upper hand like up it at you, yelling, put the knife away. If niggas tryna triple, then I'm something like a flight delay. What? Yeah, they don't know who they fucking with, like tongue kissing that girl right after I had her sucking it. I shit on competition, and up to their neck they stuck in it. Cause when I shoot my shot, ain't no dodging that shit or ducking it. Get you clapped like stripping ass with a buck in it. Used to suckers telling and taking they telling, tucking it. Stay away from me, cause you niggas got bad luck and shit. And anytime you see me chasing chicken, know I'm